Please keep the promise.
Everyone here is here because they understand how important that 10% is. This may be the most important week of all this week, because there's some hearings that are going on, and those hearings are where different legislators can weigh in. Some of the 65 who have signed the letter will be weighing in, hopefully on our side. And our whole issue has been to raise this particular issue of 10% as high as we can to on the agenda of the legislators in both chambers. And by having a majority of people sign on to this letter, that should be the case, that this is very high up, but we cannot take this for granted. There was not one mention in the Democratic response about our issue, and that was very, very concerning to them, and that's why they went into action. And today they are having their own big, hopefully large rally in Sacramento, both today when the Assembly is meeting at 1:30 this afternoon in the legislature, and tomorrow when the Senate meets at 9:30 tomorrow morning. These are very, very key hearings. There's a few folks here that brought some bells, and I want them to ring them now as loud as they possibly can. Hold up those bells and ring them, okay? Hopefully we'll get a photo op. We'll get a picture of that. Go ahead, ring the bell, and let's all say, "Keep the promise," very loud. Keep the promise. Okay, keep the promise. Is Holly Mitchell's office?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Jim Stream. I'm with the Arc of Riverside County, and we have a rally here today, and we're going to all say, "Keep the promise." Okay, and we want you to give a message to your member, and we want her to know that we have about 200 people here, I would say, minimum, and these were called at the last minute. We're very concerned that our governor did not mention us, let alone put anything into the budget for us, and we really are counting on your member to take care of some business today at the hearing at 1:30.
Keep the promise.
So can you relay that message to her? This is Inland Regional Center's rally. We have about 250 people here. We're in the Inland Empire, and we are, right now, Holly Hunter is the senator of all of us, not just the ones in her district, okay? So we want you to help her take some action today at the hearing. Thank you so much.
Definitely, thank you.
Okay.
The 10% means that our agency is able to survive and provide quality services for our residents. Right now we supplement our fundraising as a nonprofit. 25% of our budget is fundraised, and that will only go up without the 10%.
Well, for the regional center system, the problem has been primarily the state has mandated that we have our staffing ratios at a certain level. However, they've turned around and taken away the funds that would have made that possible to happen. We're doing the best we can on the funding that we're allowed. With this 10%, which is basically well supported, the governor chose to write off. And so, on one hand, we've given our demand and we're gladly willing to meet it, but we do need the funds for the state to accomplish that.
The other thing that's really important is we have another minimum wage increase coming up. It's an 11% increase, but our increase that is set right now in the budget does not come near to meeting that minimum wage increase.
And the interesting thing to note also is that many years ago when it was agreed to depopulate close to state hospitals, the amount of money for many of these hospitals is amazing, the value of that property just that the state would sell it. That was intended to support the vendors for our consumers who left those intense placements so that those placements in the community could meet their needs. And here again, the state has gone backward on their promise to provide the funds for those homes to be sustained in the community. So they're sort of putting our clients at risk by not assisting the regional center system.
10% for me as a parent and as president of the Autism Society means
new programs and services, and adequate funding for our employment services. Right now, we've got almost 40% of our young people with autism, and that's almost 400 people here in the Inland Empire that are sitting at home doing nothing. We only have 2% that have real jobs for real pay. So in essence, we have a 98% unemployment rate. 10% for us means more opportunity for our young people. So what would I tell a legislator if I'm sitting right in front of them? That we need 10% back into our budget. The cuts have been devastating and the cases are growing. We need to fund the regional center system.
I'm asking Governor Brown and all the legislators to please increase and keep your promise to the 10% that these clients need. They really need this. Come up here.